Hello, this is a general video instructions how to use turbo decoder hu92 silk key profile for automobiles BMW from 2000 to 2012. This is the original product made by Lucky Locks, Bulgaria. This is authentic hologram sign with the serial number, the same as the serial number on the back wheel. A few words about the tool. This is automatic self-impressioning device which is used to open and decode the BMW locks. This is the key blade with sliding pins inside, tension wheel, gate wheel and pump wheel. Here sliding pins which can grab the code from the lock, open it, and then the lock can be mechanically decoded. The first thing when you have to do before to use the turbo decoder is to check the lock with the tester key. If you see the damaged locks here externally with the deformations and strange look of the lock, check the lock with the tester key. If it's stuck and you cannot insert it, if you have to bump to insert, please avoid the usage of turbo decoder and found another way to open the car, or clean the lock with W40, and when you receive at the end a smooth entrance of the tester key, that is one sign that the lock is in the working condition. Our original tool is made for original locks only, not China copy locks, and please keep in mind that if you insert the turbo decoder in aftermarket or Chinese lock, it's not you don't have possibilities or good possibilities to open those locks, because they are made in different dimensions inside and their discs are in different positions. The second thing we recommend strongly to use the tester key is to discover the lock orientation. And when you know the lock orientation, you can insert your turbo decoder in the correct orientation way. How you can do that? Just insert the tester key. If it's stop and that red sign on a metal part is far away from the face of the lock, if you see that stop point, just extract, reverse the tester key and insert it. If you see that stop point, a red mark touching the face of the lock, this is the correct position of the tester key, and now you have to look where is the red dot on the plastic head, and if you found that dot on your right side, if this is the car, the lock and the door, you insert, you receive a red stop point here and one red on the plastic is on the right side. That means that the turbo decoder should be inserted with the orientation point in the same direction, in that case on the right. Then prepare the tool or reset the pins. You have to do that after each opening or try to open the locks, because the pins are movable and during the procedure they change their positions. When you start one new lock opening, they must be in the start position. How you do that? Just pull back this wheel, the middle one, and you can see numbers 1 and 2 and stop. I will explain after. Rotate the back handle till the line reach the first number, and then with this device we provide a couple of them in each turbo decoder. Also, we provide a tester key for free in each turbo decoder. So you stop here at one, and with this, by keep the tool with the finger under it, go at the side of the key blade, and through those holes you gently and carefully go under the pin. You touch the pin and just slide it. Notice that this device go a little bit angled like this. It's not straight, but little inclination is necessary, and you have to see the point of this device touching the pin. Let me show you. Yes, you see the point touching the pin, and now in this moment just slide the pin. Those pins slide pretty easy into their holders, and you don't have to apply strong force to slide them. If you apply kind of a strong force and nothing happens, it means that you are not correctly in the position. You're somewhere before the pin and nothing slide there. Just touch the pin and push it. When all 8 pins are in that position, on that line, your device is set it up. Now turn back, and for the experienced eye, if you are experienced locksmith, you will see basically a key blank with all pins or with all cuts number 1 on it, the highest possible. And your procedure starts from here by automatic self-impressioning. Those pins slide in down in that case, and they follow the code, the mechanical code of the lock on each individual blade. When the last blade, each individual disc, when the last disc arrive at the code position, the lock is turned and you can unlock the car and make the additional locksmith service of that car. Okay, what we have now? We have set it up, prepared turbo decoder, and we have a lock. We know the lock orientation, and now we're gonna open it. Push to the front, turn that wheel to the right. Remember the orientation on the right side in that case. Keep the tool on the middle wheel and insert it into the lock. When you are completely in, pull back like this the middle wheel, and you see that scale 1, 2 open, and kind of a progressive sign here. Now in this point, by keep the tool on the middle, on the front wheel, you apply tension to the left like this. The tension must be not too loose, not too hard, but kind of a medium one. Just tension to the left, and rotate to the left the back wheel till the line reach the first number. Then turn back, lose that tension and check the lock. Again, tension 1, turn back and check. You have to repeat that specific steps for 10-15 times. If no opening happen on that first stop point, you have to increase the rotation of the back wheel with a little bit more, let's say 5 millimeters from 1. This is the second stop point on that procedure. Turn back, loose, check, and again stop in that new stop point and stay there for another few pumps. Pumps I call this movement. In one moment the lock turn. and it can turn at 1 here, after, between two numbers, and at number 2. In some spot of that scale the lock should be open, but the important point for you is to follow those progressive steps before you come directly at the second number in the procedure. Most of the cars open here in the middle of that sector, but that is not a rule, and that depends of the lock code and of your tension force and how dirty is, how old is, and so. But it's not fixed. For that reason, I cannot tell you in what point the lock will open. So if your goal is to open the car, you are done. One more particular thing is that you can unlock the car now, but you cannot lock the car. If you want, for some crazy reason, to lock the car and the tool doesn't turn on that direction, you have to stay in rotation, keep the tool in rotation, and make one final pump to the spot where you have opened the lock. So you remember, we start from 1, we pass a little bit after 1, and the lock was open there. So you turn there in that spot and just gently juggle the tool. When you juggle the tool like this, stay in rotation and juggle at the sides, you give a good lining to the sliding pins, and they read very well the disc position of the lock, and you are able to turn now in the both directions, left and right. And also, when you want to read the key code, you have to do that rotation pump to the last stop and then juggling, because now the tool is very precisely calibrated in respect of the code of the lock, and in that specific situation or stop point, then you must read the code of the lock. Okay, what we have? Open lock, turning slightly, easily in both positions. Now we have to extract the tool. Pay attention on that. Go to the left in neutral lock position, turn to the left without giving force to the tool, and when you reach the line with number 2, when they match, keep the tool up and down and push this wheel forward. If cannot be pushed easy, just help this wheel by sliding to forward. Keep the tool here in the middle, juggle a little bit up and down, and in the same moment you push this wheel to the front. Now go to the right with the back wheel, and only in that way you can extract easy your true decoder. There is a couple of things. The people which didn't pay attention, they can fall in that trap. If they forget to close this wheel to the front, the tool never came out from the lock. If they forget to close but not to turn to the right, and they stay here and close, they never came out from the lock. They get panic, they force the tool and they break it. So please pay attention on that. One more time. So we have open, turning, left, front, right, and then extract. To read the code, pull back, come here where we have juggled the tool, and check if it's slightly passed through the neutral, and look the pins. Experienced locksmiths know that this is the cut number 1 also, and that is the start position of the pin, and that line here correspond to the cut number 1. Then you see this pin a little bit down. Just slide slide this a little bit to the front and look the reference line. You see reference lines along the key blade. The first line here is cut number 2. The second line is cut number 3. So this should be cut number 3. So 1, 1, 3, 1 again. On the other side we have 2, 1, 1, 1. Easy cut, easy openings. Now, if you are experienced locksmith, if you know how to read the key, you know how to insert those numbers in your CNC cutting machine and make a mechanical copy of the key for that lock, and you are able then to service the lock or to give to the owner mechanically ready key. And then that is about the things the decoder can do. Of course, is another important thing, that if you didn't reset your tool now, if you insert it into the lock, open this, come in the spot you have juggled, you still are ready to open the lock because the pins are in the correct positions. So you can reuse the turbo decoder without to make the procedure from the beginning. The extraction, repeat, left, front, right, and extract. Reset, come line to 1, again keep the tool here with the finger through the hose, slide your pins in their start position, and let's open another lock. The lock still is in working conditions. If you use a training lock, please learn how to open on the training locks, but if you open 100 times one training lock, you will at the end destroy the lock. So learn how to open and then change the training locks after 50 openings. Take fresh lock and continue learning, or just memorize and finish the game. Now the tool is set it up. I will check again the lock with the tester key. Stop is far away from the face. Reverse insert, the same situation. Stop on red here on the metal part, and red on the plastic is on the right side. Now I insert the turbo decoder with orientation point to the right. Front, right, keep it in the middle, again into the lock. Pull back, tension, stop at 1, turn and check. Repeat. A little bit more. I stay on that new spot. Nothing happened. I go in the middle between two numbers. Nothing happened. I will go at the end. And you see the procedure, entire procedure. Now I keep that turning spot, keep the tool turning. I will make one final pump, one juggling, and now I have smooth working through decoder, lock and unlock, and ready to be decoded. Extraction once again, left, front, right, extract, open at number 2 and read the pins. That is everything you need to know about HU92. good job with our invention, with our original turbo decoder. Anything on the market with a different shape, different name is fake, cloning, and we are not responsible for the damages or the losses you probably will receive by using the non-original tools. Thank you for your attention and good luck.